catch basins under the car. Got my trusty 5mm Allen hex key. I'm gonna go down and drain the coolant. 5mm Allen hex. You can use a socket. I like to use Allen. What did I say? Right, I'm gonna undo the reservoir cap, and this is just gonna be gushing out. There we go. Just like that. So while that's leaking, not leaking, while it's draining, I'm gonna be working on the rear transaxle. The other thing I said I would do differently, I'm going to drop this cover here that I can then I'm able to get to the rad hoses here that are under here. I can remove those. In the meantime, the coolant can take its merry way to drain until tomorrow if I care. It's actually quite tricky to get to those radiator hoses with the engine removed, so I foresee it'll be a little bit challenging with the engine still installed. Here we have the center, I don't know what you call it, splash shield removed. I'm going to lay this aside and I'm going to tackle the other shield that's covering all our hose connections. Yeah, it's coming loose now. Just a little bit, not too much. Obviously, you don't want to break it. So, now this shield's off. Gonna put everything to the side, ziplock back the nuts. And so when we put the car back together, I know everything is. For a Canadian car, this car is actually in exceptional shape. There's not a speck of rust anywhere. Well, I'm known for many things, and patience is not one of them. The coolant draining is taking a little longer than I like, so I put one of the hoses off. Blop, 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 blop. Put rust on these clamps. So number 7 socket. Nice and loose so you can slip over the rad hose here. I'm sure there's a tool out there that I can get to remove the rad hose, but I don't have it, so I'm using a screwdriver to spread open potentially 17 years of, see, air is going in at least. Okay, safety glasses, there's not the stuff you want in your eyes. There's not much left in there, is there? There we go. Bop, 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 bop. Drop this rad hose. I'm sure there's more coolant in there. It's kind of like I said, I'm gonna start this now before I need it off, so it has more time to just drip dry. I'm gonna attempt to take the rad hoses off. I took this rad hose off, there was actually nothing coming out of it, so these clamps are not as, but all these clamps are what they are. You need pliers, and like again, like I said, there is special pliers you can buy, which I'm not going to. This is a another line. I'm not sure what that is. Move to the side so I can access. We're over here, so I can access the clamp. I'm not sure that's actually going to be on the camera or not. So that's loose. So now, oh look at that. Wow. That was strange how easy that came out. Let's see how easy the other one is to come out. What's going? Again. So I'm going to put this back in place here. This clip here, it broke on me. So that's something we're going to get from the other car. Replace this clip that goes actually on the end of the engine, the front motor mount. While we're at it, this is the hero hose here, so I'm going to remove this one as well. I'm just using here a pair of general purpose pliers. Seems to work just fine. Put back. Remove this hose here. I can see it's going to give me trouble with taking the engine out and putting it back in. Ouch! Owie! Boom! Here we go. Now I have all the radiator hoses removed. Pans underneath the car. It can drip dry now. I just wanted to go ahead and do that. So it's done and dry. I'm not going to open the power steering lines at this moment. I just want to continue taking the transaxle out. So what's left to take a transaxle out, I'm going to mount the engine support plate, disconnect the reverse switch plug, then I will remove the clutch slave cylinder, undo as many bolts as I can, probably all of them. There's I think 8 in total. Support the transmission with my trusty jack, or my not so trusty motorcycle jack, and remove left and right transmission mounts and pull the baby out. Yeah, I think it's gonna hopefully happen in that order, unless something comes up, you know, like a seize bolt or something like that. How does that sound? Well, let's hop to it.